Thanks, Marion, and welcome everybody. I hope everybody's looking forward to an exciting afternoon. Hopefully the sun's shining where you are, and we're going to go through hopefully a really exciting afternoon. What we've tried to do is bring together different presentations, but also have an interactive session where we get some ideas and some discussions going. Because really today, the purpose of today is that we get to meet the DAFNI team, get to understand what they can do and the services that they have and that they can offer, to showcase a few potential use cases that we think from Edinburgh and Heriot-Watt. That doesn't mean that that's the only things that we think could happen. And then it's kind of over to you in the community. Let's have a chat, let's have a discussion and see what ideas that we can come up with for ways that we could work with DAFNI in the future. So I'll just take you through a little bit about what we're planning today. And as always, it'd be great if when we're not speaking, if you can, if everybody can be on mute. It's really nice to have videos on if you possibly can bear it. It's really nice to see people's faces so that we can talk and react. But then what we're going to do is at the beginning, I'm going to hand over to Brian Matthews, who's going to talk to us about what DAFNI is, what we can expect, what are the services, and then Alex and Tom are going to give us an example of exactly how DAFNI works, what's there, how can we use it. Then after a little bit of the technical stuff, we're going to have a comfort break and then move directly into the potential use cases for DAFNI. We're going to, Gordon Masterton from Edinburgh University is going to chair this session. We're going to have a couple of presentations from both Gordon, myself, and if we can go to the next slide, possibly, Rochio, that'd be great, thanks. Chris Dent and also Fred Bosche, who I'm sure a number of you will know. And then from that, we'll split ourselves into groups. Very kindly, Marion is going to manage that for us. And then we'll use Mural. I think some people will use Mural, some people won't, but it's about allowing us to use sticky notes in the digital environment. But we had a few questions that we sent out ahead of time, and hopefully you've had some time to think about it. And as we go through this afternoon, you'll maybe think about some more ideas, and then we'll have that discussion. And that'll give us the opportunity to come up with some ideas that we can then feed back to the bigger group at the end. And we'll finish off by Brian giving us some closing remarks and some thoughts. But ultimately, the purpose of today, the idea about today is to get to know what DAFNI is, what it can do, the services it can afford us, and work out how we can work with them in the future. So what models could we get up there, and how could we build some collaborative bids to work with DAFNI in the future? So with that, I'm going to hand over to Brian, who is going to give us the presentation on DAFNI. Thanks, Brian.